What's up, YouTube? This is going to be a little bit more of a chill video where I'm just going to go over a little bit of my own Pokemon card collection, random stuff that I've collected, and just like talk about my thoughts on collecting while I go through some of my random stuff that I own. Some of the coolest stuff in my collection would be this Fire Red game. This is from my childhood. Just went back and started to play it again. Completed the Kanto decks. Have a lot of the national decks done. This uncut movie promo, this is also just like a random item from my basement from when I was a kid. And the golden Charizard, my grandpa actually had this in a storage unit. And it is one of the coolest Pokemon items. The front and the back, it's very, very cool. And it has this really neat, camera guy, get it together. Very neat certificate of authenticity. Look at that. I was gonna say, I believe at one point PSA used to grade these, and now they do not, so they're pretty cool. Rare item. Moving on over here, though, we've got the Erica's Oddish. I've been thinking about buying this card graded because I own a lot of houseplants, and like I'm kind of like a plant guy. I think it's cool, and look at that. The Oddish is falling out of the pot. Electabuzz is just one of my OG favorites, and Golem, I remember as a kid, I may just have like made up memories, but there was an episode where there was like Golem and Gengar and all these like cool, super strong Pokemon, and they were all fighting. And like, for me, Golem was always up there as like one of those mythical, super overpowered Pokemon. Even though I guess he's not. I know you had to trade for him back in the day, but first edition Golem, first ever card he got, I got that for like $5 or something. That's crazy. Also got some boring sealed Phantasmal. I was repping the Zacian with the Sword and Shield game, which was cool. Pulled this on Christmas from a pack I got from my brother. Then I got some OG games back there. This was signed by the guy that played Rudy in the movie Rudy, for those who know that movie. Non-Pokemon related, but still a cool flex. We've got the Cyndaquils here. I've got the first edition Cyndaquil. That's my preferred first edition. I own the other first editions too. They're just in a separate binder. Then we have 3 copies of this XY Breakthrough Reverse Holo. So this is a Tomokazu Komiya Cyndaquil. And look, he's sleeping in front of the fire. Cyndaquil is my favorite Pokemon, and Komiya is my favorite artist. So for me personally, this is a very cool card that I just buy copies of. Secretly kind of expensive in near mint. There's also like a really cool Japanese promo with this art, but it's like $50 or something. I'm really looking to pick it up. But yeah, Cyndaquil is one of my favorites, and then also Vulpix is one of my favorites. I got the card as the first edition, Shadowless, base set unlimited. You got your very, very cool World Championships, Alolan Vulpix, and Toys R Us, and Build-A-Bear Workshop. I want to do a complete master set of Vulpix. I feel like that would be pretty cool. Still don't even have the Mega Evolutions one though. Slacking. Got the cool 151 full art with the Obsidian Flames. Art, pretty dope. Alright, now we're getting into the binder that I probably would never sell. This is more like the priceless items. And most of these are not even near mint. But what's cool is this Charizard here, scratched to bits. This is actually a Charizard from my childhood, so that's cool. A lot of these other cards though, so we had a ton of Pokemon cards and my mom gave them away, and then now I've kind of been going back and buying all of these or getting them gifted. Some of the more expensive ones, unfortunately. Yeah, look at that Blastoise, he's real bad, but there's other ones I've bought like Light Play and in good condition, and then some of the other ones I've kind of just picked up damaged because like, why not, you know? Some of them look cool, like this Raichu, yeah, he's scratched, but something about all of these cards just together, even in played condition, because let's be real, back in the day as kids, you know, we played with them, so they're kind of like more authentic in a way. I don't know, I could just be having Crazy, crazy cognitive dissonance here. A lot of cool Pokemon didn't get hollows though. Arcanine, no hollow. Dragonair, no hollow. Crazy. But yeah, as I go through, this is basically all of base set unlimited here. I'm doing like terrible camera work, sorry. I'm just trying to not drop everything. Yeah, like this one is cool. Love the Misty's Pokemon, Surge's Pokemon, Brock's Pokemon. I mean, come on, I can't believe like in Journey Together and Destined Rivals, we didn't see any like illustration rares of Brock's Pokemon. I would have loved that. Here we have some Typhlosions, just following up with Cyndaquil being my favorite Pokemon. All these Hisuian Typhlosion hollows are just like crazy underrated to me. And I'm looking to pick up the staff promo of that Ethan's Typhlosion, if I can. We have this cool Cleavor here. This one's cool because in Legends of Arceus, there's a challenge where you have to hide and try to get the Cleavor. Crazy underrated Raikou. I mean, how cool is that? Just for like a common card. And then this was going to be like a snow page, but I'm constantly switching things up and changing the way I curate my pages. This was going to be a Koyama. Really cool stuff from Koyama and Yawarage. Here we have some curated artist pages, just artwork that I really love. Now you guys can't say I'm not a Pokemon appreciator because look at that Rufflet. With like is that like watercolor? Amazing, look at the reflection. Joltik eating the berry, Phoebos. I really like Lunatone. Look at these, Execute. The Solrock. Kayama, yeah, I've got the Machoke. And the, what is it? So I'm a big Scorbunny Cinderace fan. I think that this card is crazy underrated. Cinderace is a like the end evolution of a fire starter, and this is his like first ever hollow, and it's like a common card, like just trash to a lot of people. I also have the Scorbunny on the ball promo card. Big Helioptile fan. Yeah, I got a bunch of those. You're hoarding Pokemon so the kids can't get it, bro. Got some Choodle, some Dreadnought. I think Dreadnought is super cool. Radiant Blastoise. Snuck them in there. More Helioptile. Lots of Lapras. And one of my favorite cards, the 7-Eleven promo Lapras. Got all the evolutions going on in here. This is one of my favorite cards. Light Jolteon. That's just awesome. Then I got some Dragonite promos, some Pokeballs, that kind of stuff. That's a Pokeball there. Some Cynthia's Pokemon, and then some cool old Topps cards. Pikachu, Meowscarada page. Lots of green Pokemon. Celebi, Leafeon, Vileplume, Roserade. Hollow, got some rare candies. These are two of my favorite cards. Rescue Board and Skaters Park. Some random slept-on V cards that I just like thought displayed super cool, mixed in with some very cool Japanese cards, which these are for packs that were like from Japan that I was gifted, which is awesome. Had the Skarmory illustration rare in there, but now I got my Radiant Steelix, regular Steelix, Onyx. I'm a big Sandshrew, Sandslash fan. We got Drillbur. And then here I want to do a Pallet Town, Viridian City. So see, it's got like Spearow, Mankey, Rattata, you got the starters. And then I want to do like a really cool Viridian Forest section. This is a master set of the McDonald's series from last year. Tyranitar, Larvitar page. Donphan, Famby, Bagon, Salamence. Then we get into the Digimon. I also have a big random stack of illustration rares. I just threw some of my favorite ones out here. The Galarian Moltres, Metagross in the snow, Fuecoco in the shopping cart. I mean, that's awesome. Skarmory. Mewtwo from Pokemon Go. I really like the Pokemon Go set. I feel like it's underrated. You got Starly, Nidoking, and then just big old random stack of cards. These cards I'm not really flexing because I'm thinking about going through and kind of like trimming them and maybe selling some. These two are some of the best. The Grotto with the Meryl riding on the back. This card is like just so cool. These are low-key some of my most prized possessions. We got the sealed Digimon blister pack from, I believe, 1999. Check that out, still sealed. Very cool. And then Digimon the movie Taco Bell. I've also got a bunch of like magazines and random stuff up here, the McDonald's Happy Meal things. I saw the video where somebody was saying that if somebody owns one of these, they are a guaranteed scalper. But I have one of these, and I have a 3-pack blister stand. I just like wanted Pokemon products so bad. When these were empty, I was at like Walmart and I just like asked the people, I was like, hey, like it says you can't take these, but like, is it cool if I just like take one of them? I'm going to put like stuff in it to make a display. So at one point I had the vision, and they just let me take it home empty. So I didn't take it with any packs. I had like a vision of putting all sorts of packs in here, but I don't know. I like ripping the packs too much. Sealed Steph Curry investments, big money inbound. All right, and then we got the little 2x2 binder. I have redone this binder like 1,000,001 times. This is one of my favorite cards, the Detective Pikachu Arcanine. Very cool, underrated. This card is so cool with like the K truck in the background. That reverse hollow up there is very cool. I love this Arcanine too. Very underrated Arcanine. This one as well. Maybe I'm just a big like it's underrated guy. Underrated. Maybe I gotta stop pumping stuff and just appreciate things. You know, I mean, I feel like I'm like being like a total pumper. It's underrated, bro. It's all underrated. Like I said, big Cyndaquil fan. Showing some love to the other Johtomons. Dratini, I love that one sitting in the coral reef. Whoa, we got cards flying out. Cool trainer gallery cards. Torchic Blaziken. Loki. Reminds me of the Fuecoco in the grocery store card. Piplup. Paldea Pokemon. Boring. Hey, I was getting back in. Paldean Fates, I was really into it. We got the cool Drampa. And I tried to get into